What is going on today, guys? So today I just want to do a quick video on the top 5 best classes to use within Combat Master. Now, just so you're aware, really the best stuff to use is what you find to be the most useful and what you find to be the most fun to use. However, if you kind of want to know generally what's the best stuff to use and what is kind of the best stuff to get really high kill games and to get, atomics and what's not, then this video should definitely help you out, as these classes are, in my opinion, extremely good classes that will help you do very, very good within your games, as I've been able to get atomics with all of these weapons and I, do good with them every single match. So this video should definitely help you out. Anyhow, getting right into it. For class number 1, I have the AWM. Now, personally, this is, in my opinion, a more accurate sniper, at least how it's built. While it's still fast, it's also more accurate. So it's a little bit slower than the other sniper I'm going to show you. So if you want something that's a little bit more accurate, then this is definitely the sniper you're going to want to use. And what I'm running on it is, for the muzzle, I have the Matrix Tanker, which the important part is it just gives you better hip fire accuracy. The reason why you want that is because this game is so fast and so intense, and with people moving everywhere so quickly and kind of getting into your face so quickly, you're going to want to be able to react to any situation as quickly as possible. And if it's a case where someone's in your face, you're not going to want to aim down your sights. You're just going to want to no scope them. So this attachment will allow you to have that better hip fire accuracy so you can no scope the enemy. And it's going to happen a lot within this game when using a sniper. You're going to have a lot of situations where you're going to need a no scope. So that's what this attachment allows you to do. It just allows you to be able to no scope a lot easier and hit those no scope shots a lot easier. Moving on, for the barrel, I have the 16 Bull lightweight barrel. This just has a bunch of ADS benefits, allowing me to ADS the sniper a lot quicker. Then obviously no laser because it's not in the game. Then for the optic, I just have the default sniper scope. That's just what works best for me, and really all the other options kind of suck as they reduce your aim down sight speed. So the default sniper scope is really going to be the best bet. Then I don't have a stock. Then for the perk, I have sleight of hand, which just allows me to reload quicker. Then for the grip, I have the diamond texture speed grip, which just allows me to be able to reload my gun a lot quicker. However, if you want even more ADS speed, then the graduated grip is also really, really good. Then for my ammunition, I have the 8-round mag. You're gonna need a lot more ammo in this game just because you're constantly getting into gunfights, so I highly recommend the 8-round mag. Then for the underbarrel, I have the Daniel defense vertical grip. This just allows to stabilize the gun better, to make it, again, super, super accurate and allow you to just easily hit your shots, and it gives better hip fire accuracy. So again, you can, hit your no scopes a lot easier. Then for the secondary, I run a melee weapon for every single class. The particular melee weapon I have for this class is just the karambit, but really it doesn't matter too much. I just like the looks of the melee weapons. So as you see, I run various different ones. I really just run them to allow me, I guess, to move a little bit faster, but really that's about it. So if you want a secondary that, is actually more lethal, like a pistol or what's not, I'm honestly not too sure what to run, as again, I just run the melee weapons. But really, I don't use my melee weapon too much, so it's not that big of a deal. Now, as for the skills, this is very, very huge. These are super important, and if you run these 3 skills, then I will guarantee you will be able to get on high kill streaks and get really high kill games. So the first one I have is Predator. This allows you to resupply your ammo and allows you to regen health a lot quicker by just picking up little supply bags off of dead players. Then I have Sonar. This activates a sonar ping that reveals nearby enemies when you kill an enemy. This is absolutely broken. It gives you pretty much legal wall hacks, so it is just so good, and this has helped me go on crazy high kill games and get a bunch of atomics. This perk is honestly just broken. Then for skill 3, I have Hunter. This just allows me to be able to move as fast as my running speed while I'm ADSing. So while I'm ADSing, I'm able to pretty much strafe extremely quickly. So it just makes your strafing crazy. You're just able to strafe super quickly, and this is especially good for snipers. But really, it's good for all weapons just because of of how chaotic the movement is and how, if some people are really utilizing the movement, they can kind of be, tap strafing or what's not. So this will allow you to be able to track them while ADSing. Then for the lethal, I have the throwing axe. Really, it's just personal preference. You can kind of use whatever here. I also know the impact grenade is really good. I see a lot of people using the impact grenade. Personally, I don't use it. I just stick with the throwing axe, as I just, I think it's fun to use. It's pretty cool when you're able to get like quick little throwing axe kills or even cross map throwing axe kills. It's really satisfying. But really, this is pretty much personal preference. But again, the impact grenade I know is really, really good. And yeah, that is class number 1. Now, just so you're aware, my secondary is always going to be a melee weapon. So it's going to change, but it's just going to be a different melee weapon. And as I said, there's really no particular reason that I have a melee weapon other than to kind of switch to it to move around faster. And, if I need to, I could switch to it to kill someone if they're very close. But for the most part, I just like to run the various different melee weapons because they all look really cool. And then the skills are also going to stay the same for every single class. These are just the best skills in the game currently, so there's no point in switching them up. They're going to be great for every single class, so that's what I'm running for every single class. And then lethal, that's also going to stay the same for every single class. As I said, I just like running the throwing axe. It's just my personal favorite, so that's what I'm going to be using for every single class. So yeah, just so you're aware, the lethal, skills, and secondary weapon are going to be the same for every class. The only thing that changes is the primary. So moving on to class 2, I have the R7000 skeleton. Now this is the faster sniper rifle. This one is less accurate, but much more snappy and a lot more quicker. If you just want the fastest ADSing and fastest like movement speed sniper, then this is definitely the build for you. What I'm running on it is, again, for the muzzle, the Matrix Tanker, which, as I said before, it gives you hip fire accuracy to be able to hit those no scopes. Then for the barrel, I have the 16 lightweight tactical. This just gives a bunch of ADS benefits, so you can ADS a lot quicker. Then obviously no laser. Then for the optic, again, I'm just running the stock sniper scope. It's just the best option in my opinion. Then for the stock, this is where I kind of switch things up a little bit. I have the no stock conversion, and this allows for the gun to be very, very snappy. This gives it a crazy amount more of ADS speed. It takes away on your hip fire accuracy, so you can't get as many no scopes with it, but you could ADS so quickly, so you can quick scope a lot easier. Then I don't have a perk, and then for the grip, I have the skeleton ultralight ergonomic grip. This just allows for me to ADS quicker. Then I have the 8-round mag, again, just because it's super useful having more ammunition in this game, as you're going to get into multiple gunfights, pretty quickly. And then finally, I have the Daniel defensive vertical grip on this sniper as well, just to give it a little bit of accuracy, because with how many ADS attachments I already have on the gun, I would like to keep it just a little bit accurate. While most of the focus is on ADS perks, you want to keep a little bit of accuracy. So this is what helps to maintain that little bit extra accuracy that you want. And yeah, that is the build for the R7000 skeleton. Then moving on to class number 3, I have the M4. This is, in my opinion, the absolute best assault rifle in the game. It is just so good. You will dominate with this gun, especially this class right here. I've gotten the majority of my atomics with this gun and this class, so I highly recommend using this build right here. So for the muzzle, I'm running the tactical suppressor. This is just important as it increases my fire range, so I could kill at longer distances, and then it just has the suppressor benefit of being able to allow me to be a little bit more quieter and stealthier. Then for the barrel, I have the Falcon Atlas. This allows for the gun to be a lot more snappier and allows me to be able to ADS really quick. And you'll kind of notice that most of the attachments on this gun are geared towards ADS speed, as I just made this as fast and as snappy as possible, so you could just get in and out of gunfights super quickly. Then for the laser, obviously there's nothing. For the optic, I just have the standard sights on it. Then for the stock, I have the Edge Hexon buffer tube. This allows for, again, more ADS speed and some sprint speed as well. Then I don't have a perk on it. Then for the grip, I have the Tyrant Designs mod pistol grip, which again gives more ADS speed, more sprint speed, and then a little bit of vertical recoil to help control the recoil a little bit. And then for ammunition, I have the 60 round mag. Again, ammunition in this game is super important. So literally all my guns, I run, a higher mag count on it just because I'm getting into as many gunfights as I can as quickly as possible. So it's good to have that ammunition available. Then finally for the underbarrel, I have the Tyrant Designs mod foregrip. This just makes the gun even more snappier, and it even helps out with the reload speed. And yeah, that's the build for the M4. Again, I highly recommend this build. It's super, super good. Then moving on to class 4, I have the Vector, and this is, in my opinion, one of, if not the best SMG in the game right now, and it's extremely, extremely underrated. I don't see a lot of people running this, so I definitely recommend using this build and trying this gun out. What I'm running on it is for the muzzle, I have the BAMF Rose Muzzle, which increases the rate of fire, making this gun shoot even quicker. Even though this gun already shoots super, super quick, it increases it even more, so it's just even more deadlier. Then for the barrel, I have the 12 Vortex Tactical Barrel, which makes the range a little bit better, helps out with the recoil because this gun does have a lot of recoil, and then it helps out with the hip fire accuracy, in case needed. Sometimes the enemy gets a little too close and you're gonna have to hip fire, so it just helps out with that. Then I don't have a laser, I don't have an optic, I'm just running the standard iron sights. Then for the stock, I have the Edge Hecton buffer stock. This just makes the gun a lot more snappier as it has faster aim movement speed and more sprint speed. Then for the perk, I have sleight of hand, which just allows me to reload my gun quicker. Then I don't have a grip on it at all. Then for the ammunition, as I've been saying, I run a bigger mag on it. So for this one, I'm running the biggest mag possible, which is the 50 round mag. Again, just because I'm constantly getting into gunfights, so I want that extra ammo in case needed. And then finally for the underbarrel, I have the Tyrant Designs Hollow Minivert grip, as it helps out with the vertical recoil a lot, so it just makes this gun an absolute laser beam, and then it gives a little bit more faster aim movement speed as well. And yeah, that's the Vector build. Then finally, the last gun I have for class number 5, it is going to be the MAC-10. Now, I know within season 1 of this game, this gun was the best gun in the game. It was absolutely meta, and unfortunately, they did nerf it, but they nerfed it more geared towards running it dual wields, because that's what was meta. It was running this gun dual wields, and that's what was kind of dominating in season 1. So now I don't really recommend running this gun dual wield at all. Instead, I would just run the singular version of it, and if you just run the singular version of it, it's still a really, really great gun and will just shred through enemies. The fire rate is super, super high, and it just outputs a lot of damage very, very quickly. And here's what I'm running on it. For the muzzle, I have the BAMF Rose. This increases the fire rate even more, so now the thing just shreds so quickly. The fire rate is crazy as it just melts through enemies, in my opinion. Then for the barrel, I have the 6.5 rifled barrel. This just increases the damage range, allowing you to be able to take a little bit longer gunfights, and then it helps out with that recoil as well. Then obviously no laser, and then for the optic, I just have the iron sights on it. Then for the stock, there's actually 2 options. If you feel like you need to control the recoil a little bit more, then I recommend the Ace Ultralight, as it helps with the sprint speed a little bit, but most importantly, it helps with the vertical recoil, and then it helps with the horizontal recoil a little bit as well. But if you feel like you could already control the recoil on this weapon, then I would actually recommend moving over to this stock right here, as it gives ADS speed and sprint speed. Unfortunately, I don't have it unlocked yet, so I can't even use it, but I can already tell you it's a great option just because it makes the gun, a lot faster and more snappier. And as you know, anything that makes the gun faster, especially a submachine gun, it's going to make it a lot better. Then moving on, I don't have a perk on the gun. And then for the grip, I have the Gradulated grip, as this just makes the aim down sight speed a lot faster, allowing the gun to be, a little bit more snappier. Then as you know, for the ammunition, I have the 50 round drum mag, as this allows me to just have more ammo to take on more gunfights, as I've said. And then finally for the underbarrel, I have the Tyrant Designs mod foregrip, as this just makes the gun more snappy. It increases that aim down sight speed, it gives faster sprint to fire speed, and it allows me to even reload the gun a little bit quicker. And yeah, that is the MAC-10 class. So that is everything. That is all 5 of the best classes to use within Combat Master. Just a quick recap, we have the AWM, we have the R7000 skeleton, we have the M4, we have the Vector, and we have the MAC-10. And yeah, that is the best weapons to use, the best attachments for those weapons, as well as the best skills to use, and then really the lethal and the secondary are all up to you. And yeah, guys, so I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I'll leave one of my matches where I actually got an atomic with the M4 builds at the end of this. So once I'm done talking, I'll actually, transition over to that match of me getting an atomic with M4 if you'd like to see that, just to show you that these builds are actually good and they do help. So if you want to watch that gameplay, feel free to. Also, if you did enjoy this video and you found it helpful whatsoever, then feel free to give the video a like. And if you want more content like this, then please subscribe to the channel. But that's going to be it for me, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And yeah, bye, guys. Have a good one.